Hey, what's up guys? This is Cole with CJC Off-Road, and today we want to go over how to fit 37-inch tires on the factory dually wheels on these Ram trucks. You'll notice a lot of these builds that we feature on this channel are actually set up this way. We really like the looks and the functionality of a 17-inch wheel under these trucks. We feel that Ram really nailed it with the factory Alcoa wheels. We really dig the overall aesthetic. I think it really gives kind of a nice combination of like the semi-truck kind of dually look that a lot of people like to get. Combined with an off-road kind of a look as well. Not only that, running a 37-inch tire on a 17-inch wheel gives you a ton of sidewall, which is very beneficial in terms of ride quality. So very, very practical upgrade overall in my opinion as well. So for the sake of this video, there is a range of years that this is going to apply to. Right behind me, right here, is a 2007 Ram 3500. And this is going to go all the way through current trucks as well. Essentially what we're doing here is we're taking the stock Alcoa 17-inch wheels. They are on the narrower side, but we've figured out over time that running a 37 by 12.5 by 17 tire is possible with, if you're mindful of how you're making this happen. So what we've done here is we've put the 37 by 12.5 by 17 tires on the stock factory front wheels. Believe it or not, the factory front wheels are a great offset on all these year range trucks in terms of fitting a 37-inch tire. They stick out just enough to clear the suspension, but are also inset enough to clear the body as well with a 37-inch tire. One thing to note is these earlier trucks like this one here do require high clearance control arms. 2014 newer trucks, they do not require high clearance control arms. There's enough clearance built into the factory radius arms on those trucks. Another thing to note is 37 by 12.5 is generally as wide as we possibly want to go on these factory wheels. The factory wheels only measure between 6 and 7 inches wide on most trucks. A lot of tire shops don't even want to do 12.5-inch wide tires on that narrow of a wheel. We haven't had any issues with it. We've run this on customer trucks for years, on our own personal trucks. It tends to work very well as long as you're mindful of the tires you put on these wheels. Out back, we've actually opted to run a small spacer setup. Now, certain trucks, you can get away with a 2-inch rear spacer. That's actually the narrowest spacer you can run. We use 2-inch billet spacers from wheeladopter.com. They're hub-centric and they actually work really well under these trucks. Keep in mind 11.5-inch wide tires are also a possibility here. You still want to go with a 2-inch rear spacer minimum, and the reason for that is 2 inches is what is needed to cover the factory rear wheel studs. If you go any narrower than a 2-inch rear spacer, you will have to cut the wheel studs, which is something we're not really comfortable with doing here at CJC Off-Road. Everyone's opinion on that differs, but for the sake of this video, 2-inch minimum is where we'd like to stick. Also keep in mind, everything is going to be a bit of a compromise. And what I mean by that is a 2.5-inch spacer will always clear, will always keep the tires further apart from touching each other out back than a 2-inch spacer. But you go 2.5 inches and the truck starts to look awful wide in the back. So some people prefer that. Some people want to keep the tires as tucked as possible. My perspective on it is 2-inch really is the sweet spot if you can make it work with your particular tire. The truck behind me is on Nitto Ridge grapplers, again 37, 12.5, 17. Even with weight in the back of this truck, these tires are not touching with this 2-inch spacer. A couple of additional notes, the newer 2013 and newer 3500 trucks do require a 1/4-inch inner spacer in a lot of cases, especially if you're running Carley's full progressive rear leaf springs. Not so much of an issue on these earlier third gens, but does apply to the 13 and newer radius arm 3500 trucks. Keep in mind there is a bit of flexibility here. There are a variety of tires on the market. Again, you can go as narrow as 1150. 2-inch again is the minimum spacer size we recommend, but also keep in mind the wider the spacer and the wider the tire you combine, the wider the overall rear stance of the truck is. On these third gen trucks, 2-inch spacer with a 12.5-inch wide tire, you'll notice still sticks out pretty good. On the newer trucks with factory fender flares, it's not as noticeable. Running a 2.5-inch spacer, which is required for a lot of wider, more aggressive tires like a 12.5-inch Toyo MT, for instance, you'll notice the tires protruding quite a bit past the rear fenders. Some of you guys may prefer this look. That's totally fine, but just keep in mind if you're trying to keep it narrow, running the narrowest possible tire, like an 11.5-inch wide tire, paired with a 2-inch spacer really is going to be about the narrowest rear combination you can get with 37s on these trucks. Now, hopefully this helps you guys out. There's a lot of mystery around this on the internet. A lot of people say this can't be done. We've done it here quite a few times here at CJC Off-Road. Never encountered a problem as a result, so we want to kind of show you guys how we accomplished this. Because for what it's worth, this is our favorite look on these Ram 3500 dually trucks. Being that we've done so many of these, if you guys have any particular questions, we'll do our best to help answer in terms of recommendations for your specific build. So by all means, do not hesitate to reach out. We're happy to help out however we can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks.